Hi, I'm Eugene the Teacher. Today, my wife and I took a tour of the hospital. We were going to go to deliver our baby. And the nurse was very thorough. She had a good sized group of about 9 mothers and 9 daddies. And she went through all the details of our stay there. So I felt like I got all my logistical questions answered. I was the first one that raised my hand and asked the question, because she was talking about how during the laboring process in the delivery room you shouldn't be eating any food. So I raised my hand and said, so does that mean when we start our drive coming up here we need to stop food? And she said, well, maybe a little power bar or something would be okay, but I wouldn't recommend stopping at McDonald's or getting any greasy food because you're going to be feeling nauseous anyway. So once I, broke the ice and everybody relaxed and they started raising hands, asking questions too. But I started worrying this morning, because even though I got my logistical questions answered, I was sitting up at church and the pastor was talking about holiness and how the life of a Christian should look different than the rest of the world. I asked myself, how's my spiritual life doing? Because I hadn't been doing very good as far as journaling or praying, because I left my journal at church accidentally and didn't even crack it open all week, or I felt the desire to, didn't miss it. And so, because this is going to be a new stage when the baby gets here, a new chapter in our lives together. And I want to set this off on the right foot because I've been through lots of stages, had lots of milestones in my life. Like when I graduated high school, went to college, that was a new chapter in my life. Then when I moved out from my parents and in with some friends, that was another chapter. Or when I got my own apartment and my cat, that was another chapter yet. And most recently, getting engaged and married, yeah, that was a chapter. But that chapter didn't last very long because here comes the start of another chapter, parenthood. And being the father, I'm supposed to be the spiritual head of our home. So whatever that I feel like I'm lacking as far as, like praying to God, because I feel like I need to be on speaking terms with God, have a thriving spiritual relationship before the baby gets here. Well, I better get together before day one, because it starts on day one. And day one's going to get here, well, whenever day one gets here. I'm Eugene the Teacher with today's inspirational message.